Good afternoon. My name is Eric Simkin. I'm a lifelong resident of New Jersey, and I currently reside in Voorhees Township in Camden County. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, committee members, officials, staff, and our state troopers, fellow New Jersey constituents and guests for affording me the time and opportunity to testify here today regarding Bill S-2481. Mr. Chairman, thank you for your attempt to address the public outcry regarding the controversial aspects of the 2020 New Jersey Learning Standards. We should all agree that the actual curriculum that is adopted by local school districts must match and meet the standards that are written at the state level. The educational companies that provide books, applications, and lesson resources to our schools and teachers all must also ensure that their product offerings meet the state standards. The immediate issue lies within the state standards themselves and must be addressed. Like much of the curriculum and policies, these standards were written and adopted during a complete lockdown. The public had no idea what was coming, and I can assure you there are many people in our state that stand firmly against the standards, and they're very concerned about their children's education, health, and safety in the public schools today. There are many districts across the state with concerned parents, residents, and other stakeholders who have been shut out, silenced, discriminated against, and not heard by their local district board of education members, officers, and board solicitors. I would be happy to discuss my personal experiences in my local district. I've attached a couple of the legal notices that I've received on behalf of the local board of education and their lawyers. I am just a concerned dad. I shouldn't have to concern myself with baseless and discriminatory legal threats and retaliation for my request for information, ideas on how the board can provide better transparency. I propose creating public advisory committees for curriculum development, policy review and enforcement, and vendor vetting. I proposed holding open house or town hall question and answer sessions to allow parents to review under their rights described in 20 U.S. Code 1232HA, protection of pupil rights, protection of their rights, which allows for the inspection of all instructional materials, including teachers' manuals, films, tapes, or other supplementary material, which will be used in connection with any survey, analysis, or evaluation as part of any applicable program shall be available for inspection by the parents or guardians of the children. After 10 attempts and public comments at board meetings or writing via email, I have received not a single response. 4 members of our State Board of Education stated the following in a letter to Governor Murphy, and I paraphrase, quote, "Members of the New Jersey State Board of Education are requesting that you voluntarily open a re-examination of the standards by conveying a committee of experts, educators, parents, and various stakeholders to review the 2014 and 2020 standards to examine some potential adjustments. While the previous examination included public comment, it did occur during COVID lockdowns where many New Jersey parents were distracted or unable to participate in their review. We are requesting unrestricted and a robust public statewide input and the examination of whatever recommendation come from this committee. We believe the standards should reflect the will of the people in New Jersey. The executive branch of our state should offer the flexibility to allow this to occur, and that for the will of the people to prevail and allow ample time for the public to weigh in. Time is of the essence. If the executive branch does not act, there are several other alternatives. First, we could propose the implementation of the new standards to postpone them to the fall of 2023 so a more inclusive review can be done on a statewide basis. 2, immediately deploy a grassroots campaign of both legislative committees and the State Board of Education. Listen to parents and the public stakeholders where we live. In a constituent, convenient, local level, there are far too many concerned citizens who cannot attend a hearing in Trenton. For the same reason this hearing is being held are the same reasons the 2020 New Jersey Learning Standards must be paused. The public has been very vocal in its display of discontent. Gaining the public trust is at stake. I have a flyer from the NGEA LGBTQIA+ Issues Conference, which is scheduled for June 3rd and 4th of 2022.
Sir, I'm sorry. We have this on this bill specifically. This is about making sure school districts transparently put their curricula on. It does not have to do with the standards. The standards are the State Board of Education.
And the standards are what are being followed by the local districts. The standards are a problem. They're going to be a problem locally too. Your bill doesn't address it, and that's why we're here speaking.
But if there are issues unrelated to the bill, today's hearing and today's is only on this bill and the content in this bill.
Okay.
Thank you.
The conference is for all teachers, not just health and physical education. There will be no way to opt out. In fact, it would be far better for any parent who wants their children exposed to any controversial curriculum. They should have to opt in. Please do not move forward with the curriculum. I cannot speak for all constituents. I do know that I'm speaking for many, including the members of the Child Advocate Coalition, LLC. This is not what we want. We will not allow our children to be force-fed curriculum we oppose. And lastly, we will not co-parent with the government. Thank you, Senators Gopal and Lagana, for such an early response to this unbelievably important and highly controversial issue. I ask that you please take into consideration what I've said and outlined. We need to keep New Jersey schools focused on education and not disrupted by controversies. Thank you again.
Thank you.
In the flames, the people cursed his name, bowed at the altar of the father of lies. But there's a number to their days and all their evil ways. The Lord's gonna turn away from all their cries. Oh, revelation, I can feel it coming like a dark train running. Oh, coming back again. Brimstone upon their heads, millstones around their necks. They'll feel the shaking when the trumpet sounds. And no matter where they hide, there'll be nowhere to run when Jesus puts his mighty foot on the ground. Oh,